but that backyard was completely full.
A house party ends deadly for an El Paso man. We hear from neighbors.
There's just something missing.
El Paso faithful filling the St. Patrick Cathedral this morning, the first Mass without Father Rick Matty.
As I described to them, I come to them not so much as president as I do as a father and as a husband.
And President Obama arrives in Colorado today, speaking to the families of the victims in last week's shooting massacre. But first tonight, 5 people are killed in an accident in Montana Vista. Sheriff's deputies say a man runs a stop sign, causing the crash. KFOX 14 News at 9's Veronica Macias is live where the 23-year-old driver has been detained. Neighbors saying their presence kept him from leaving. Happening overnight, a house party in El Paso ends with a man being stabbed to death early this morning. Police say a 21-year-old man died from stab wounds after being taken to Del Sol Medical Center. A confrontation broke out a little after midnight at a home on Bob Mitchell and Glen Campbell. Neighbors say they heard a gunshot and then people frantically leaving the party. Those hosting the party were home but did not want to talk to KFOX 14. Neighbors say parties in the area have gotten out of control with noise and trash in the past. Last night, one neighbor tells us no different of a story with a number of people, including minors.
You know, and then the young gentleman, like I say, would land across the street and they were giving him CPR. That it was.
El Paso police are asking people with any information that can help solve the city's latest murder to come forward. Let's talk about weather. We actually had some showers today. Let's take a live look at early warning storm track Doppler radar. Those showers moving off to the west. Actually, a pretty strong thunderstorm just entering Luna County, passing into Mexico. A few lighter showers in East El Paso right now. But let's take a look at our WeatherNet sites. No rain collected yet at any of our sites. Same thing in Las Cruces, though we've had reports of isolated showers throughout the day. Right now, conditions are calm in Las Cruces. Still pretty warm at 85 degrees, near 90 degrees, as you saw just for a second there at Global Hospice Care. We will be warm again tomorrow, but our shower chances increase. Just how great they are and when you'll need that umbrella, I'll share that with you in about 15 minutes. St. Patrick's Cathedral holds its first Mass without its spiritual leader for parishioners. This was the first Sunday Mass since the passing of Father Rick Matty, who was a well-known priest found dead inside his Chicago hotel room. KFOX 14 News at 9's Genevieve Curtis is live outside the church. New developments out of Colorado, where 3 days have now passed since the shooting at a Denver area movie theater. 24 people remain in the hospital, 9 are in critical condition. As KFOX 14 News correspondent Greg Boswell reports from Aurora, Colorado, the president and the community remember the 12 dead with togetherness and tears. The owner of a Colorado gun range says the suspect in the theater shootings once applied with his shop, but was turned down. The owner says James Holmes tried to join the club in late June, but couldn't reach him to discuss the application.
The third day when I called, it's still there. Nobody had answered me, which is also strange because in the Denver area, rangers are in very short supply. Usually if I call somebody and leave a message, they call me back immediately.
After not hearing back, the owner decided to not accept Holmes. Meanwhile, a gun shop in Missouri is confirmed as one of the sources for materials used by the suspected shooter. The gun store, Cat 5 Commerce, has an online store, tacticalgear.com. The staff found receipts proving James Holmes did make 4 purchases on July 2nd for close to $300. The items including a folding knife and gun magazine pouches, an M16 magazine pouch, a triple pistol magazine pouch, and an urban assault vest. The store's owner says he and his workers are appalled and shocked with the discovery. And our coverage, it doesn't end here. At KFOXTV.com, you can find images, videos, and constantly updated information on this tragedy. You can also join the many conversations on Twitter and Facebook. An El Paso neighborhood is looking for their mailboxes. They say someone ran into 4 of them last night, and as you can imagine, it's left them with a few questions about how they're going to get tomorrow's delivery. According to the post office's website, violators can be fined up to $250,000 or imprisoned for up to 3 years for each act of vandalism. There's a link to our website if you want to report a mailbox crime. Check out KFOXTV.com. Happening right now, police need your help finding 2 men who broke into and burglarized a storage facility, making it this week's Crime of the Week. On Sunday, July 1st, 2 men drove into the Montana self-storage unit near Lee Trevino. They broke into 2 storage units, taking tools and a generator. Police need help from anyone who recognizes this car on your screen.
Again, anybody that has any information on this vehicle, turquoise or blue colored Chevy Cavalier with a white lower portion of the vehicle, is asked to call right away.
If you have any information on this case, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers at 566-8477. And U.S. Marshals are on the lookout for a wanted gang member. Take a look. This is Mark Anthony Carlson. He's wanted on an armed robbery charge. He's a known member of the Insane Clown Posse, which is now designated as a gang by Albuquerque Police Department's gang unit. If you know where marshals can find Carlson, call 575-527-6850. El Paso County Sheriff's strike team pulled over a driver Thursday night on a traffic stop, but instead of stopping the driver, they took off. Police found the van a few blocks away. Inside the home, Daniel Sanchez and Frank Nava. Police say Sanchez had several outstanding warrants and possession of marijuana. Federal police arresting a suspected top leader of a Juarez drug cartel. Benjamin Valerano Jr. is identified as one of the main operators of the Juarez cartel. Police say he is on the most wanted list of the Drug Enforcement Administration in El Paso. More local schools may be under investigation for alleged cheating. The El Paso Times reports the FBI has subpoenaed the El Paso Independent School District regarding an internal audit. Documents reveal the district is looking into grade-level manipulation at Chapin and El Paso High School. The district says they will not comment on the matter until the findings are released by auditors. An attorney who defended a judge acquitted of bribery charges may find himself in trouble. According to our media partners at the El Paso Times, attorney Stuart Leeds, who represented District Judge Regina Arditi in court, asked another retired visiting judge to destroy records relating to Arditi's arrest. Stuart Leeds and attorney Teresa Caballero will be in court next month and could face fines and jail time for contempt of court during the Arditi trial. To read more about either of these stories, check out the El Paso Times online. A shootout in Juarez with police and alleged extortionists. It happened Friday near the Bridge of the Americas. Police say a group had been collecting a weekly toll from merchants in the area. When police arrived to arrest them, that's when the shots rang out. One of the men was hit in the leg. No officers were injured. A traffic alert for drivers. You'll encounter a detour tonight at Interstate 10 eastbound at Geronimo. Crews are continuing work on the Airway overpass. The closure is expected to reopen early Monday morning. Make sure you beat the traffic during your morning commute. Check out the area's only traffic reporter, Candlelight Flores, on the KFOX 14 Morning News, weekdays starting at 5 a.m. The El Paso County Medical Examiner's Office may get a deputy. Currently, commissioners are looking to fill the chief spot left vacant because of this man, former medical examiner Paul Schroed. He was fired in 2010 for falsifying his resume, among other reasons. The idea is to make the medical examiner position more attractive and bolster the staff of the office. The salary would be around $172,000 a year. Commissioners' Court begins Monday at 9:30 a.m. Las Cruces City Council will discuss the city's annual electric light parade, one that's causing recent controversy as the Las Cruces Tea Party entered a float with a Confederate flag seen on your screen. The float won a prize of $1,000, and that brought objections from Mayor Ken Miyagishima and El Paso Electric Company, who funded the money. If you want to be at the meeting, it's tomorrow starting at 1 p.m. at City Hall off of Main Street. The booms are coming back as Holloman Air Force Base announces this week's flying schedule when a sonic boom might rattle your home. Smaller than a can of soda and expected not to live long. A baby girl now home at last after being born at just 9 ounces. Her remarkable recovery and how she's doing now. A jury sentences an Air Force sergeant, his crime, rape, and sexual assault. How long he'll have to spend in jail and what the Air Force says about its now tarnished image. Next on KFOX 14 News at 9, coverage you can count on.